I kind of feel like, as a Malaysian, knowing Singapore, their book smarts are amazing. It looks like Lil Gun, they're trying to download, but it looks like Team Flash already did their homework.
Interesting, right?
I can be smart.
Hey, that's a good point that you bring up, because I'm sure a lot of people had their eyes on Team Lil Gun, you know, out in Malaysia even, how that's performed. But with this, once again, Team Lil Gun going to be on the blue. We have Team Flash on the red. First band's already coming out. The Nolan is actually taken out here, right? What's left open? Oh, Guinevere is also taken out of the picture. What's the priority? Is it
That's it.
Faramis.
Is it?
Do it.
It's not. It's the Bruno.
Okay. If Flash takes the Faramis, they have the Valentina. So
That's
still
right.
a Faramis.
They can't go Faramis Valentina.
Exactly.
That should allow Forbid to do a little more.
Okay.
So they
there's
take the
Valentina.
They're on to us.
They did their homework.
Oh, I love it. Coach
They did their homework.
Coach Reminisce is like, Mitch, I see you.
I will choose my own path.
And the
This isn't my
Arlon.
first rodeo.
Okay.
This is so
is
good.
this the Faramis now?
What other choices do they have?
Gord.
The Waria, right? Court. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's the Faramis.
Faramis.
I was gonna say, you know, hey, I was happy to at least see Gord yesterday. It was I had a moment of, oh man.
Yeah.
It's bittersweet. You see your favorite hero, but he didn't win.
Man.
That's right.
Hey, I've done that a couple times too, and it's all right.
That happens.
Gilahun. Anyways, right now, again, big fan of the Terizla. If they want, it gives you consistent ways to engage. But I'm also looking at the junglers.
Yeah.
And the Marcus gets picked up.
So we're going back towards utility here, at least for this one. Team Logan once again. The fact that they have the Faramis as well, and they can play around the Netherrealm, having their own Bruno of their own, it's fallen into place here, at least for this first phase.
It's much better. Also, it helps because they know that there's no Lily on the other end. They only really have to play around the nether realm of Team Flash once they steal it away, which again,
If they steal it away.
makes the Marquise all the more a worthy pickup. I like this. I actually like
I know what
getting the
LaFell's
Marquise
thinking.
early.
Because
Decimate.
Exactly. Usually how a Valentina plays is around Turtle, Decimate.
Yeah.
Around Lord, Netherrealm.
So either way, that's something that
The proof that I'm still alive.
Jay has to think about.
Yep.
And that's something that Forbid can predict. So now they close off the first phase here with these three picks. The Brody going up against the Bruno, which we saw as a matchup, but the other way around in game one. So now it's Bebek's turn. How do you feel, Vanix? How do you like it? How do you like balls in your face?
Hey, he's going to have to deal with that, right? His own way. But with
Everyone
that,
has to deal with that
You
one
got-
way or the other.
at least once in your life.
I know for
Exactly.
sure. I should know. I play gold like 1 out of 10 games. I'm a jungler for one. That's one of the few matchups that the Brody don't like. You usually win as a Brody, right? You're bullying. You're bullying. But against the Brody, ow.
Nah, honestly, Lil Gun, their draft right now reminds me of how a Malaysian team would draft. Having the Bruno, having the Martis, especially the Martis,
That's right.
as well as the Faramis, you're kind of hoping for a very good mid game. Because the Martis does exceptionally well the moment he gets 2 kills. Once the Martis gets 2 kills, it's all Martis.
Yeah.
The rest can just chill.
Which is weird, because I feel like Martins is one of those junglers where, yeah, if you get the early decimate, let's say even a double, as you mentioned, you're kind of unstoppable for these objective takes for the most part, right? You work around that.
Gentlemen, I smell an assassin afoot. I smell Hades going back to one of his old flames. They had the band, the Hilda. So
Don't tell me.
they're
Lancer
coming
Ling.
up. Lancer Ling.
Oh, I was thinking we were going crazier with it.
Hayabusa?
Amon.
Stand right when I
Not
give the
impossible.
Not I don't hate it.
Amon.
Amon, man, I don't hate it.
There's a lot of, honestly, with Hades, there's a lot of these unorthodox picks that you might not assume could be pulled out here.
There's nothing that the young J. Mark Lazaro can't do, man.
Yeah.
Growing up in the mean streets of Pasay City in Metro Manila, Philippines, come on.
What do they call those that grew up there? There's a name for it.
Batang Pasay.
There it is.
Kid from Pasay.
It's,
Batang Pasay.
it's
Did I
like
say that right?
Reminiscent asking him is like, how's your hero pool?
Yeah.
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 It's good.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's just, yeah.
Yeah, just yes.
Just yes. Well, right there, there's the Kufra.
Kufra jungle. Okay, maybe not that. Okay,
I was gonna
okay.
say,
Sorry.
That's a little too Batang.
That's something else.
that is something. That is something else. So with that,
Pretty sure that's Lolzy.
yeah. Last 2 picks here for Team Logan.
I'm gonna keep you guys on your toes.
I'm actually on my toes right now.
My feet is off the ground.
Yeah, secret lab chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Secret Lab.
Adjustable.
Yeah.
EXP.
That's right. What's
There is
a good laner against Adamir's Arlott?
Do they just take
There is.
yeah, there is. There it is. You do this voice line all the time. Yeah, something like that.
I was so confused. Was it the clip or you?
Yeah.
You were the clip.
Last pick, Matilda. So they're gonna go with.
They're playing the double
interesting.
roam again.
Yeah, they're going with that.
Well,
not
support.
Double support.
Double
Yep.
support.
Double support. The Faramis here.
I like it though better this time around because
Yeah.
Ethan is definitely playing the Matilda. I don't really
Amon.
like mid Matilda, man.
Yeah.
Not enough damage. So
Last
now
pick.
it's a choice: Lance, Ling, or Amon. They can't afford to pull the double swap, by the way. You can't go utility this time around. There's not enough damage.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. I would say they scale much better. So even if the Martis doesn't do well, it's not the end of the world. But you do want a very good good start to the game. So the safest, honestly, is Lancelot.
That's right,
but
yeah.
I do want it to be a little bit crazy.
What if they just throw out the Fredrin? It's not. Okay.
Hayabusa.
All right. Hayabusa. We'll take it. Debut pick here. Again, I'm really wondering
Okay.
how many unique heroes we've been at, including the
Oh,
wild card.
man.
We had like 50 plus there.
Let me just say, I played the Faramis.
Yeah.
I hate the Hayabusa.
Why?
Shadow inside the Faramis before a fight starts. You don't even use your abilities. Maybe just your
You
shuriken.
scare him.
And then you just basic attack, basic attack, basic attack, force the Netherrealm out before any fight. And then there's nothing that the Faramis can do. You're basically making it into a 4v5.
Crazy how time has changed. Crazy how now it's the Hayabusa that actually
Exactly.
counters the Faramis.
Exactly.
Oh, it used to be the other way around. It used to
Yeah.
be the Hayabusa just trembling in their pants, you know?
No, I've been told by pro players, like, don't fight against the Hayabusa. The Hayabusa just force out the ult and then you're done.
Well, we'll see if they're actually going to be able to pull it off here. You saw the lineup rating, though, for Team Logan. It's 8.4. Can they pull the lineup off? Take us to a game number 3 as we load up here into the Land of Dawn. Game 2, it's match point for Team Flash here as things get situated. LaFell, what does Team Logan have to do here to get on the right foot?
I kind of feel like Forbid has to find a very good catch, trying to give an early kill onto Zexora, because this is one of their very niche win conditions. If the Martis is able to get an early kill, he will feel unstoppable. The Hayabusa can be unstoppable as well, as long as he can control Team Milgun, making sure that they have a disadvantage every single time a turtle fight is about to start.
And with that, anything here emblem-wise that sticks out for you?
Honestly, the thing that sticks out for me is the tenacity coming in from Forbid as well as Bebex, making sure that if the Hayabusa comes and ganks them, they have a better chance of surviving.
I also like the fact that Team Lilligan now respect the power of Wilderness Blessing.
Yep.
They're rocking more of it now, and that means it's go time. They want to go a little faster.
We'll see if that is able to play a part here. Once again, too, Aizen on this Terizla pick, the Riz himself. He was able to pull off some amazing things, you know, throughout the performances of this year alone. So that might play a big part in this in comparison to what we saw from game number 1. Once again, a lot of that will come down to that first big objective already, though. Look at the top side, the focus here. Hades just checking it out.
Oh, Aizen's fine. I think Aizen understands that there may be shenanigans here. There may be a Hades hiding in the long bush. And now Forbid and ZXR is going to check. Oh, they know.
Yeah, they got to be here for him, of course, and deal with that. Once again, everyone getting in position here for the first turtle take. And again, that level 4 from Aizen, a penalty zone could turn the tide of some of that placement here. But also, Lulzy already using that flicker to get out.
Here they go. Forbid looking for a pull. Lolzy going to get popped here. First blood drawn by the Mongolian squad.
Proud of myself.
Proud
Called
of
it.
yourself.
Forbid, pull someone in, give the kill over to Zexara. But again, this is how you play with this kind of draft. And it looks like they understand what Hades wants to do.
And there's a turtle. Shields up for Team Lilgun. Penalty zone coming in. Aizen commits the flicker. Jay at half health. Did steal the Netherrealm. Not going to force the issue.
Oh.
Hades clutch, taking his own orange.
Yeah, even without the retry there, is able to secure it. Now we'll work on this purple. So with that, Team Logan gets this a little bit of an advantage that they have once again, they know some of this timing, the power spikes they have to work around against the lineup of Team Flash.
I would say Team Flash also showed who is the real problem for Team Lilgun, because 2 games now, early rotations going to Aizen. It looks like the way that they've studied is that if you shut down Aizen, you're going to have an easier game. But it looks like Team Lilgun, they downloaded enough. They're like, fool me once, shame on you. Forbid, what are you going to do?
Oh, birthday boy, I hate to say it, he did exactly just what you said.
Yeah.
He was literally coming in with the shadow, basic, 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 and then at the last moment, all right, forcing the Netherrealm.
I can
proud.
see you being proud of yourself.
See, I can be smart.
Yeah.
I told you guys I'm going to be serious today.
He's a professional.
I'm a professional. By the way, unique hero count, 65.
It's 65?
65.
65 unique heroes so far. That is great to hear. Again, we like to see a lot of this. Yeah, a lot of this variability. Or that must just be the birthday blessing that you get to know that information.
Oh yeah, that's the new Rome Boots birthday blessing.
There it is. Now, bottom side. Already some focus here.
Big jump from Lolzy. ZXara, perfect timing on the iframes. Missing, that could have been disastrous.
Right now, Hades, the best thing that he can do is just to farm up a little bit faster than ZXara, having at least half an item more than ZXara, and at that point, even though it's a little bit late, you can't kill people off.
Coming in, Ethan with the circling eagle, compromising Hades' position. Grand Theft Orange. That's ZXara stealing away the orange, but just in time, though, for the turtle to come up. Was that orchestrated? Was that a master plan by Team Flash? Because now the turtle's close to 50-50.
Yeah, they're going to have to stall this out a little bit. ZXara, about 20 seconds on the red tree. So they'll get in positioning here, relying on Aizen to hold down that front as well. Ethan there to help him out with mobility, but also Hades. Does he actually want to contest this? He's going to go ahead.
Oh!
Has his eyes on the purple.
Uh-oh. He's also looking to commit theft. Going ahead and playing footsies. Adamir and ZXara. ZXara and Adamir. The jump in, waiting. Oh, Hades, mission accomplished. He stole it away. Now Ethan in trouble. Circling eagle of his own. Hades juking him in mid. The Netherrealm already committed by Forbid. There's a pull onto Lolzy. Turtle still getting pushed and pulled and pushed. Bebex goes down. Penalty zone coming in. ZXara gets it. 100% turtle take rate so far. Popping. The Netherrealm stolen away by Team Flash. Adamir able to survive. Team Lilgun overcommitted. Overheating. Down goes Forbid. Vanix with a fadeaway torn apart memory.
Hades is showing experience here. Even as a Hayabusa, it's not, if you're not doing well in the early game, it's not over, because the Hayabusa can farm very, very fast. Get that farm, because eventually someone will be isolated. The problem with Team Lilgun is that most of the members going for that turtle, you're showing your face. If 4 people is at the turtle and 1 person is clearing a lane, who's unguarded? Just go for that 1 person.
Yeah, not only with that, but you know, decisions like that, it all will kind of collapse eventually and really fall into place. But so far, it's relatively even across the board, even when you're looking at the items here, the gold-wise and everything else. So one team has found their winnings in the early game where they have, but yeah, mostly, Hades doesn't have to contest these if he doesn't want to. And at one point, too, the problem with a Hayabusa across from you is it's very similar in a situation, for example, with a Ling, when Ling was dominating in the jungle, where you don't actually have to be there for all those lore dances. Sometimes some very mechanical, you know, mechanical strength players, they can just kind of go in, get the retry off, and get out without even fighting. But look at this in the mid lane.
Forbid, again forced to use another realm. Despite that, Hades just popping it that quickly. And now, Team Lilgun thinking about it. 20 seconds to the next turtle. They can do it. They can force the fight. Lolzy obliges, catches him mid-air, collects him with an ult, and now the circling eagle puts him right where he needs to be. Down goes Lolzy. They pop a few shields. Penalty zone from Aizen. Double kill by ZXara. Gets a third. Triple kill by the Mongolian jungler.
You're doing it again, LaFell. You talked about the snowball effect. When ZXara gets these kills here, is he where he needs to be?
Oh yeah, definitely. But Hades definitely made a mistake. He did not have to use his ult just to bait out Forbid from using his Netherrealm. That was a little bit too much.
Well, even with that, still trying to work for this turtle. ZXara will be able to secure that. That's 3 now for Team Lilgun.
Circling eagle, putting him down into the ground, taking a dirt nap. Team Lilgun, they're a new team here in game 2.
I mean, I guess downloading complete. Downloading complete now. The game is in their hands. But Vanix, I do have to say, the gold lead just now for Team Flash, it's mostly on Vanix. And that's where you want it to be.
Oh. Salt in the wound.
Salt in the wound. Hey, right now, though,
You were
still to find something. Yeah,
Vanix. Vanix.
That's a boo-boo. I'm just saying that Vanix has been having a lot of free time farming. He will eventually become a problem. That's the basic gist of it.
He's the only one who hasn't died. He's the only one who has a gold lead over his lane mate. So he's the one shining beacon for Team Flash, I guess.
Yeah, because Lilgun, as long as they don't make the mistake, because I'm really looking into a situation where they overcommit on most of their skills with Adamir, with Lolzy, even with Hades, and then just leaving the floor open for Vanix to just free hit.
Yeah, I feel like it's... Oh, hold on. They might actually look for a play here.
Ooh.
Again, they're going to get spotted out, though.
Circling Eagle, committed already.
Oh.
There's a pull out of Vanix. Oh, they
All
pop
right.
him. Maximum
The
range.
opposite.
Vanix used the flicker, too. He thought he could get away.
All right, the opposite.
Worldy. Right now in the mid lane, still looking to capitalize on that kill as well. Team Lilgun, they find exactly what they needed in that moment, and now they try to work gaining some space, right? 30 seconds, that Lord will be up here. ZXOR now taking away the tier 1.
No! Hades. The shadows spent in by Hades. Forbid almost goes for the interception.
All right, so now for Team Flash, Lolzy has the possibility of actually catching them off guard, like especially when they're all grouped up together. This is one of those things where when you're using a Faramis, it's like second nature to you. You want to group up. You want to be alongside with your carry, your gold laner, so that he can have the confidence to deal out the damage. Lolzy has the potential to catch them, but I don't know. It's going to be easier said than done.
Okay, hold it together here. Adamir has to burn the flicker. There's another realm as well.
Big jump in by Lolzy, point blank range. In comes Forbid, 3-man pull. Popping a lot of those NetherRealm extra HP bars. Now Hades in a compromised position. Does not spend the shadow kill. So this could be a re-engage coming in from Team Flash. Lord here at half health. There's a jump in, no one home. Lolzy gets spotted. There's a pull one more time. Hades puts some shadows up. Looking for the jutsu. Looking for the kills.
Oh.
Team Lilgun takes it right then and there, welcoming Hades into their loving arms. A pickoff, a Lord, a big win for Team Lilgun.
Hades, you gotta calm down, man, because right now he's trying to put too much burden on his shoulders. He's really trying to carry his entire team, but I gotta say, even if they got the Lord, it's probably not worth it. It's probably a better idea just to farm up and then having enough damage for when Lolzy makes a play. I know what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it's worth it.
Not only that, but given that the way the things unfolded in that fight, the zoning potential right now is so intense. Even here, assaulting that tier 2. Right now, Team Flash just kind of struggling. They have to get to their base and deal with this. It is only the first Lord. They should be able to make quick work. But once again, the final slash as well. So we'll see how they play around this if actually Team Lilgun wants to pressure even more so.
Here we go. Mid lane, Holy Shields popped. Bottom lane as well, Lord still standing. Lolzy set it up, did not commit the ult. Team Flash able to successfully defend. Hades struggling to get a buff, struggling to farm up, make some moves, get some space across the map. His purple once more taken away.
Not a good day to be an assassin player, let me tell you that. At this point, the way that Team Lilgun is holding the map, it's kind of hard to split push as well, because that is an option, but it's not an easy option to do when Team Lilgun is all over the place.
Oh,
there's one. A setup, close call, not gonna force it. Speaking of split push, look at Hades. He's actually making moves here. Not gonna overcommit.
Yeah, he's not going to overcommit to that. He probably could have continued to put a little bit of pressure in there, but it's better to be safe than sorry, right?
Wow.
Gets back.
Calculated. It's gonna work.
Yeah, calculated.
And
Perfectly fine.
Again, I kind of, okay.
Ever after.
Even if I said, there's no way.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel. It's like saying things will happen, doesn't happen. So, okay, Team Flash, they do have the capability to split. As long as Team Lilgun is able to control the waves, it shouldn't be that big of a problem. But as long as Team Team Flash, they're able to have this like tug of war with Lil Gun, then yeah, perhaps they can take a few turns.
Not only that, but positioning for Vanix is going to be crucial, right? Obviously, he was picked off a couple times, or at least zoned in on from Team Logan. So he is, relatively itemization-wise and everything else, he's fine. Oh.
There we go. Shadow kill already preemptively used, and just like that, Team Lilligun Forbid specifically says, not this time.
I know what you're doing.
Yeah, he's just trying to put the pressure there again, all before this next big objective comes up. But we might even see Hades just continue to put some pressure on the side.
Here we go. The final slash puts them where they need to be. The Netherrealm, the response from Forbid.
Oh, they're going to
go
for it.
Now the call is to blitz the Lord. Lord at a 5th of its health, a 6th, an 8th, a 10th, and that's a score. ZXaura committing the retribution. Both teams disengage.
It really does look like Team Logan understands what Team Flash wants to do, because they put everything onto Forbid to force out the Netherrealm. And because the Netherrealm is not there, Team Logan understands they have a very small window to get this Lord. And they rushed it out. No hesitation at all. They understand it's now or never. If we're trying to go for a Lord dance, we're going to lose, because that Netherrealm isn't going to come up very soon.
Yeah, and they've, obviously the way that things are kind of unfolding here, they've learned, hold on, Hades should be able to just get out of there fine, but they have to deal with this Lord now, bottom side, trying to hold it together. Once again, looking with their backs against the wall here. This could be a moment for either Lalzi or even Adamir to find their own setup if they can, or at least respond to Team Logan here. And they go for it.
Here we go. Hades gets caught with a lot of wisps, forced to use a shadow kill, all ready to protect himself. Netherrealm committed. That's Jay saving his teammates. Mid lane gonna go down. Bottom as well gone. There's a big jump in by Lozi. Life bars, HP bars melting. Hades playing with all of his shadows, the world he spent in. And just like that, both teams juggling damage, juggling resources. No one falls, save for all inhibitors inside of Team Flash's base.
I gotta look at the items. I kind of feel like Vanix may need a Demon Hunter sword, because the damage doesn't seem like it was enough to take down the... for that.
The conceal play, forcing a Forbid Winter Tranche activation, and just like that, the clapback, the turn from Team Lil Gun. 8K ahead, let's see how much lead this gives them. Forbid pops Vanix, and now the Netherrealm, the Forbid aggression knows no end. Lozi gonna get taken down here. The turn on the turn. Hades from the back line looking for more, cutting the wave, clearing as much as he could. He gets taken down by ZXaura. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Gentlemen, now I see it in my own eyes. The reset.
They're going to go ahead and run it in. Once again, Adamir trying to do something.
The regroup. The download. Team Lilligan are inside Team Flash's base. They are short on minions, but they are going to have to wait. It's just Jay left. What's Jay to do here? Jay can only watch. There's the wipeout, the unofficial wipeout. We're gonna see game 3.
And with that, we go to a game 3. It's downloaded what we talked about before. Team Lilgun comes out swinging for game 2.
You know what? Don't look down on the downloading meta, because download complete. And here's the thing. The prophecy has been set. Ever since Wildcard, this is their win condition. Lose the first one, win the rest.
As the Mandalorians say, this is the way.
This is the way. And with that, I gotta say, it's impressive, because you don't know. Like, I mean, it's almost like a conspiracy theory at this point with the way Team Logan plays.
I'd like to think it's less of a conspiracy theory, more of a preference, more of a strength, if anything. And now I'm wondering, I'm imagining, how did Coach Mitch take this? Meeting the guys for the first time, all right? How's everybody? So I hear you like downloading. How did he take it as a coach?
I mean, here's the thing. We got to remember, Ethan was basically the coach for the team when Zimich wasn't there. So I probably feel like he is the one downloading. He's absorbing the experience and distributing to everyone else. It's like, guys, you know what happened early on? They went to the EXP. We got to expect that.
Not only that, but the lineup here worked so well for them. Again, for MVP for this game, who is it going to be? And there it is. Once again, a performance here on the line for them to get to game 3. ZXaura Man, LaFell, you called it here. I don't know if it's because it's your birthday, but you laid down the foundation when this Martiz was picked, and that's exactly what happened.
This makes me feel very uncomfortable. being right feels weird. I mean, here's the thing. My first prediction today was right.
Yep.
Second one, there's a chance. It's already at 3 games, right? So I don't know how to feel about this.
Well, right now, as we take a look at the highlights here, we'll see how it all unfolded once again.
What I love about what Team Little Gun did and the fact that we're giving the nod over to ZX Aura is the fact that, yes, a lot of these moments, it was Forbid who came in. It was Forbid who set it up. But it takes a lot of killer instinct, a lot of situational awareness to know when to commit and to know when it's your turn to be aggressive. And ZX Aura was right 100% of the time in Game 2.
And during the highlights, we can see a lot of it was on Hades as well, where it looked like he put himself in a situation where he tried to make the hero play. He tried to be the reason for the comeback to happen. I love that mindset. However, it was not the right conditions because I see him trying to do that, but not with his team. It looked like Team Flash as a team didn't perform the same as game number 1. A lot of individuals tried to make individual plays.
So that's what I'm wondering. When you go back to the draft here and we take a look at this, the breakdown alone, was the Hayabusa like too much risk? Was there something that better, could have been better in that situation? Because we know that Hades likes to pull some of these picks out.
Okay. With the Faramis on Team Little Gun and the now norm of forcing out the Netherrealm with your kit as a Hayabusa, all fair, right? There's a rhyme to the reason. But was it worth it? Was that one single solution for this one problem worth it? Because you also have your own Netherrealm.
Yeah, I would say using the landslide could get you the same result. As a Link, perhaps not, because you're playing with energy. And your energy could run out when you're trying to take down the Faramis. But with a Lancelot, as long as there are minions there, you can accomplish the same thing. So I kind of feel like there are other options. It's just that since they banned out the Hilda herself, it seems like they already planned for this Hayabusa pick, but maybe a little bit of like being unflexible there. Like even though you banned the Hilda, doesn't necessarily mean you have to go for those assassins. Other options were there.
And even looking at this, the breakdown here, once again, ZX Aura have an amazing game, MVP for performance. Adamir was doing his best with, what the hand they were dealt with this game. But still, overall, the story was told, and that's one of the things that struggles, right? When you lock in an assassin hero in the jungle, we even talked about this kind of extensively, usually when Nolan is picked up, right? Now, in that case, I kind of agree. Lancelot might have been better, something along those lines, because you can still kind of get into the team fights without worrying about getting just blasted, at one point. So even with the Quad Shadows, it's still difficult there.
And with the few hopes for Team Flash to actually bounce back, you're looking at Vanix. You're looking at that Brody, where we noted around, 8-9 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, he's having the gold lane experience again. He can do this. He can help Hades turn it around. It was just so difficult to think about because even the front lines of Team Flash